Hey guys, and welcome to this example of your Problem 3, Week 3 MyStatsLab homework problem. And in Problem 3 from this week, we have a survey of major universities asked what percentage of incoming freshmen would usually graduate on time or in 4 years. And we are to use our summary statistics here to answer the questions they ask us. So part A, the first part of this problem, would you describe this distribution as symmetric or skewed? And from a statement we have here, data are symmetric if the mean and median are relatively close and the quartiles are approximately the same distance from the mean. So if we look at the mean and the median, 66.74 and 67.55, then they are definitely relatively close. If we look at the distance that the quartiles are from the mean, taking the mean minus the first quartile, as you see in my formula here, we get 7.81. And if we take the third quartile and subtract the mean from it, since it's above the mean, we get 7.09. So not only are the median and the mean close, the quartiles are also pretty close to being the same distance from the mean. So this tells us that this distribution is symmetric. Part B asks us, are there any outliers? Well, for us to find out if we have any outliers, we need an upper and a lower fence to our distribution. The upper fence, as we see here, is we're going to take our third quartile, the upper quartile, plus, and we're going to take the interquartile range and multiply it by 1.5, as our textbook tells us. So let's create our formula here, equals Q3 plus 1.5 times, now we need to find our interquartile range, which is going to be Q3 minus the first quartile, enter, and we find our upper fence at 98.205. Now let's find our lower fence. Now we're going to take Q1, first quartile, minus 1.5 times the same interquartile range, and we find our lower fence at 35.36. And we compare these fence values with the minimum, which was 41.92, the maximum of 88.54, so they are within the upper and lower fence, so there aren't any outliers. Part C asks us to draw a box plot. And what I've done, let's click over to that now, is I've actually drawn the box plot. When we're using PHStat2, if we have the raw data, it will create a nice box plot for us. In this case, we only had summary data, so I decided to go ahead and draw it as the problem asked. And we'll look at what I have here, and we'll see that to draw a box plot, we have to draw horizontal lines at the upper and lower quartiles and at the median. So we have that here, and I box it in. Then we draw vertical lines up to the max and down to the min, and there we have it. That's how we draw our box plot. Let's go back to the first sheet, and we'll end up this problem with part D. Part D wants us to do some evaluation here. We want us to describe the graduation rate data. So we can say the university studied had between 41.92% and 88.54% of the students graduating on time, with the middle 50% between 58.93 and 74.64 graduating on time. So there we've taken our summary statistics answered a few questions there, and I think this will help you a lot with your Problem 3, Week 3 MyStatsLab homework problem. Till next time.